Welcome to another Nat with Chat. Wow. Oh my God. Anyway, Tash and Josiah, I love that. So, welcome to another episode of the Natalie Paterson Show. How beautiful is my sign? Can we just can you see it? It's so bright, I know it is, but anyway, he can dim it right now and show you. It's so amazing. I'm so loving my sign. Now, today I want to speak about being a fraud. Feeling like a fraud. I really want to speak into what it was like for me when I started the coaching industry. You know, I felt like I didn't know enough when I was literally poor as fuck. I just completed NLP and just completed some other coaching containers, and I just done Reiki and I was doing psychic stuff, and I just had no idea of actually what I was going to teach. I wanted to be a spiritual teacher because I wanted to show other people when they went through their spiritual awakening that it doesn't have to be scary, it doesn't have to be dark. When they first start seeing spirits, that it doesn't have to be scary. And that was what my heart wanted to do. And though my head was telling me, you don't know enough, you're not that spiritual, you're not qualified, you need another certificate. And this was all the things that I was saying. Now, when I fucked off my fraud and I went all in on my business, that is where I had the most success. And again, last year when I went to Tony Robbins and I had this download that I was going to be the leading expert in the world for light language, I was like, why me? I don't know enough. I actually am unsure how to do this. I don't know how to teach this properly. Why? What the fuck? And my guides came down and they gave me this scroll, and I put the scroll into my heart and I started getting all these codes flow through me. And the codes basically were saying that this is like an update for my energetic capacity. This is what I'm here to create. I'm here to create the new earth. I'm here to lead light leaders. I'm here to embody codes and teach other people how to give and receive codes. And I felt so unworthy, and I felt like such a massive fraud for creating a light language modality. And I remember the week before my light language modality, I started getting so nervous. I started feeling so sick. And I actually vomited the day before my light language training. I was so nervous that I vomited, right? And I felt like such a fraud. I was like, who am I to teach this? Why me? How me? And so I want you to know, if you're feeling like you're a fraud, or you're feeling like you're not good enough, I want to tell you something. This is extremely normal. Okay, I move through this all the time. My mentors move through this all the time. My high level friends speak about this all the time. When you are feeling as if you're a fraud, what happens is, pause, what's up, baby? Okay, guys, the truth is I got fully interrupted. Warren came in and asked me if I wanted lunch, and now I can't remember what my tangent was over, other than the fact that we were talking about the fraud. So, to come back to it. I was saying that if you have, my high level friends even feel like a fraud, my mentors feel like a fraud, it's actually very normal to feel like a fraud. So my biggest piece of advice to you would be, if you are feeling like a fraud, go through it. Every single time I feel like a fraud, I feel like I'm not good enough, I feel like it's scary, what actually happens is, that is my biggest initiation into my next level. That is my biggest next level. And it's so fucking hard. It's the rubber band feels so fucking tight, right? And the tie to the rubber band, and the fucking more I'm like, actually, the better I become. And so it's almost like that I have to step back in order for me to go forward. Kind of like an octopus. Do you know an octopus has to move back before it goes forward and move back before it goes forward? News to me. So, there are many times in my career where I've really felt the fraud. And even small things like when I first spoke on a platform that had almost 8,000 people, I was like, I can't believe I'm being initiated into this. This is so massive. And I was shaking, and I felt nervous, and I felt super sick. And those courage codes that I speak into quite often, that courage has actually allowed me to progress so much further forward than I ever thought possible. And so I want you to go into, if you're feeling like a fraud, That's actually your path. If you're feeling like you're comfortable in your business right now, figure out what is going to make you feel like a fraud. That there is going to be the piece that's actually going to give you your next level. So my babes,